Hello everyone, it's your boy Hunter Avallone, and today I have some big news that I'm very excited about. I'm voting for Donald Trump.
So you're voting for Hitler?
I smell triggered liberals already. But truth is, yes, I am voting for Donald Trump. But I also want to clarify that I do not support everything he said. Alright, despite what the title of this video says, I'm not a die-hard defend Trump no matter what kind of person. He said plenty of dumb stuff that has me rolling my eyes and wishing that he would please just stop talking. However, I do support him over Hillary any day, and I've been supporting him since nearly the beginning. So in this video, I'll be explaining why I support Donald Trump, and also debunking some of the lies that we constantly hear about him. So let's go. Why I'm totally gay for Donald Trump. That was a joke. The title is Why I Love Donald Trump. Number 1, I support Donald Trump because I like his ideas. Believe it or not, the guy who kind of looks like a sweet potato actually has some pretty good ideas. For example, the wall. Like it or not, we have a problem with illegals entering our country right now. And Trump's policy is basic common sense. We have people entering illegally. So let's put something in their way so they can't get in. Duh. This is not bigotry. This is certainly not racism. It's something I like to call following the law. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't like that 62% of illegal immigrants are on welfare, paid for by my tax dollars. I don't know about you, but I don't like that illegal immigrants are murdering Americans and getting away with it. And I don't know about you, but I don't like that 90% of illegal drugs consumed by Americans come from Mexico. Now, having said this, I also want to clarify on two things. First off, I am not against immigrants no matter where they come from. I am, however, against illegal immigrants no matter where they come from and think our laws need to be reinforced. I do not hate immigrants, whether they're legal or not, and neither does Trump. After all, he is married to an immigrant. Secondly, I think that our process to become a US citizen needs to be made easier. Right now, it's long, tedious, expensive, and overall extremely difficult. I think we could cut back on the amount of people entering illegally if we made it easier to enter legally. Another idea I like from Trump is the temporary Muslim ban. Wow, you're a total racist! Mind-blowing fact, but Muslim isn't a race. Putting a temporary pause on Muslim immigration is not racism. And it's not even bigotry. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but our vetting system has a real problem right now. For example, the San Bernardino shooter was not fully vetted for a US visa. However, she was able to get through the vetting system and meet with her partner, and they killed 14 people and injured 22. Now, this is just my personal opinion and my personal feelings here, but I don't really want to get blown up. So it makes perfect sense to simply stop the immigration, improve our vetting system, and let people start entering again once our vetting system is improved. I assume you want to keep yourself safe, and I assume you want to keep your family safe. I don't see how this is such a difficult concept and a difficult policy to grasp. I also want to clarify that I do not hate Muslims, and I know that not every Muslim is a terrorist. You see, the problem isn't Muslims, the problem is Islam, a dangerous ideology that cannot coincide with the Western world until it is reformed. Trump's core beliefs are still here from the start as well. Now, I know many people have accused him of flip-flopping, and I'm fully aware that his stances on many things have changed drastically very quickly. However, his core beliefs still stand.
I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Probably not.
You believe you'd win?
Well, I don't know. I think I'd win. I tell you what, I wouldn't go in to lose. I've never gone in to lose in my life.
If you pick me, you're going to pick a winner.
We let Japan come in and dump everything right into our markets and everything. It's not free trade.
I want free trade, but I want it to be like, at least we break even, right? We do something.
Why aren't they paying us 25% of what they're making? It's a joke.
Why didn't we say we want 50% of your oil forever, or we're not letting you go back in?
Number 2, I like Donald Trump because he is successful. While the media is busy vilifying him, often lying about him, and being overall completely biased, they completely miss the fact that Donald Trump is indeed very successful. Now, I don't know about you, but that's someone I'd personally trust with the economy. Trump's understanding of money would greatly improve the economy. According to an article on CNBC, Donald Trump may better serve the US economy than Hillary Clinton as president, as the presumptive Republican nominee is more likely to introduce fiscal stimulus. Fiscal stimulus works by lowering taxes, and Trump does plan on cutting taxes. This includes a $2,732 tax cut for the middle class. You're aware that Donald Trump went bankrupt, right? Technically, you're right. Donald Trump has gone bankrupt 6 times. But here's the details. Trump has actually filed Chapter 11 6 times. 4 times within 2 years in the 1990s, once more in 2004, and once more in 2009. But experts told us Trump shouldn't bear all the responsibility, as the majority of bankruptcies happened as the overall casino industry struggled. There are plenty of very successful people who have filed for bankruptcy in the past as well. For example, Abraham Lincoln, Henry Ford, and Walt Disney. So next time you say that you like Disney movies or that you drive a Ford, I'll be sure to let you know they've gone bankrupt. Bankruptcy does not equal failure. So while you're obsessing over Trump's 6 bankruptcies, I'll be focusing on Trump's successful companies. Myth number 1, Trump is anti-Semitic or anti-Jewish. A few months ago, Trump retweeted this photo of Hillary Clinton with a Star of David next to her. Now, I agree he completely screwed up by retweeting this, and I'm glad he fixed the mistake. However, with this came the lie that Trump is anti-Semitic. Listen, yes, Trump totally messed up by retweeting this photo, but would someone who's anti-Jewish really do this? Trump dispatched his plane to fly a sick Jewish boy for special care when he heard no airline would accommodate his medical equipment. I don't think someone who's anti-Jewish would lend their private jet to help a Jewish boy. Myth number 2, Donald Trump is sexist. Trump has said some pretty unkind things to women in the past. He said some pretty unkind things to men also, but that doesn't really matter. Which means he's totally a sexist, right? No. Donald Trump has said some sexist comments, and Donald Trump has objectified women, which I think is wrong and I think it's stupid. When it comes to who Donald Trump truly is, he is not a sexist. Donald Trump gave the job of constructing Trump Tower to Barbara Ress, making her the first woman to build a skyscraper. Ress went from earning $25,000 to $55,000 overnight. She had never run a project before, but he told me he knew I could build Trump Tower, she says. Another woman who was hired by Trump says that Trump did not hire her because I am a woman. He just hired who he thought was the best person for the job. Ress had her doubts, but both women agree that whatever Trump's motivation for bringing them aboard, he treated them equally once they were there, with no sexist diminishment and certainly no added deference. If you did the wrong thing, he got as mad at you as he got if you had a mustache. A sexist wouldn't entrust women to build his tower. In fact, Trump saw past gender and focused on skill. That's the most non-sexist thing you can possibly do. Myth number 3, Donald Trump is a racist. In the 90s, Donald Trump fought to include Jews and blacks at Palm Beach Golf Course. According to author Ronald Kessler, when Donald opened his club in Palm Beach, he insisted on accepting Jews and blacks, even though other clubs in Palm Beach to this day discriminate against blacks and Jews. Abraham Foxman, the president of the Anti-Defamation League at the time, praised Trump for what he did and encouraged other private clubs throughout Palm Beach to desegregate their resorts as well. Yeah, Donald Trump sounds totally racist and anti-Jewish also. People of color have spoken out as well, claiming that Trump is not racist. For example, a black female executive working for the Trump family said, "They have been incredibly loyal to me and to the countless dedicated people they employ around the world, hiring more minorities and female executives than any other company for which I've ever worked." Sorry, retarded media. This doesn't sound very racist to me. I support Donald Trump because he says what needs to be said. He's brave and he's strong, he's good with money and can help us out of debt, and his cut and dry policies can and will work. Donald Trump truly cares about America, and I really believe he wants to do what's best for all of us.